You don't trust him.
So if you... Hi, I'm Eric Lanask here in the TMC Newsroom. We're coming to you from San Jose, California, and I'm talking with Paul Hooper, who is the new VP of Marketing at Gigamon. Paul, welcome.
Thank you very much.
So you've actually very recently just joined Gigamon. Where'd you come from and why Gigamon now?
So I came from Extreme Networks, and why Gigamon? Great question. We're at a really exciting time in the industry with traffic growing hugely across the whole globe, right? You're seeing traffic in social media, you're seeing traffic in the cloud, you're seeing traffic in enterprises, everything is scaling. And in networking, there needs to be an ability to have visibility across that whole network as it scales and as the traffic volumes grow. That's a sweet spot for Gigamon, and that's Gigamon. That's why I decided to join. I think they've got a perfect product to really address that need right now.
Yeah. So actually, it wasn't that long ago, back in May, that we last spoke with Gigamon. What's happened since those conversations?
So yeah, we had a great conversation at Interop, and since those conversations, the HD8, which is the high-density 8 chassis that we launched, which is our high-end, our marquee chassis, started rolling that out. So we started seeing some customers adopting that. It's rolling out into production right now, and we're seeing more and more customers around the globe that are being challenged by the need for very high-density monitoring capabilities in their network, starting to come to talk to us about the HD8 product.
So what's driving them to come talk to you? You know, what's really piquing their curiosity, their interest, and as far as the initial rollouts, what kind of reaction have you seen?
So what's piquing their interest is traffic. We're seeing more and more customers facing huge growth in traffic. When you think about, you know, Facebook is the third largest country in the world, right? And you think about the amount of traffic on the internet that's growing to the point where 2015 the internet is going to be growing at the same pace as the size of the internet today. That's happening in enterprises as well. As video starts to really get traction inside of enterprise use cases, customers are saying, my tools, my monitoring, my security can't deal with this volume. I need something other than just my existing architecture, and Gigamon is the one that provides that glue between the huge scale of traffic and the existing tool and monitoring set. So we're seeing customers come to us and say, help us understand how to fix and how to address that issue.
So, and then one has to wonder with things like Google Plus coming out, we're going to have the third and the fourth largest countries in the world?
You may well see that. Soon, what is it? If you look at Facebook, they're going to zoom past China and India. If they get there, they could be the first and second country of the world, who knows, right?
And obviously it's just going to cause additional questions and concerns over traffic.
And monitoring and understanding and having the right compliance and the right auditability. If you think about, you know, being able to record and being able to monitor all of that traffic, because you have to for compliance. You're a finance institution, you're a school, you're a hospital. You need to be able to monitor this traffic. You're required to. How am I going to monitor that traffic when all of a sudden the volume's exploding on me? My network's now 10 gig, it's 40 gig, it's 100 gig, and my tool is still a gig. I need to do something. That's where we come in to solve problems.
And what about the growth of the use of HD video?
So yeah, as we're seeing more and more HD video, and you're seeing more and more video, just period, appearing on the internet. YouTube, Netflix is now 29% of the internet traffic is Netflix. And that's now pushing itself into the enterprise, where video never was really a component part of the enterprise. It always was voice and data. It's now voice, video, and data, and video is the one that is, even though it's in its kind of infancy in the enterprise, it's by far and away the biggest chew-up of volume of data and traffic that goes throughout the network.
Anything else new on the product front from Gigamon?
So yeah, we've got some very exciting announcements. We've come out with our first product in the new portfolio called Giga Secure, which is a bypass switch that allows for you to basically put your IPS and your IDS intelligently in line of your traffic and do it in a fail-safe way, so that when you do have an outage, you do have an issue, your network remains intact, you retain monitoring, and you do that using what we call the BPS switch, or the first of our Giga Secure. We've also come out with extensions to our Giga Smart technology, the ability to be able to monitor and watch traffic as it goes through your network. You're able to now intelligently manipulate that traffic, so you can copy it or you can deduplicate it. If you see it in multiple points in your network, you can take it out rather than just have it go to the tool multiple times. It goes to the tool just once. Or you can modify, if there's a social security number or a Visa card number inside that traffic, you're able to modify that traffic so you can make it anonymous, so you can record it and still keep the anonymity of the customer traffic and the customer transaction.
So, we started out talking about the need for additional monitoring, measurement, tracking, recording, so on and so forth, due to the high volumes of traffic. So, how much additional work does that put on IT groups to have to go through those processes?
So you're going back to my background. I was a CIO. My career started life as an IT guy. So I've got the scars to know what these poor guys are going through and the challenges they're facing. It puts a huge burden on them, right? You have a network that has to be up. Your maintenance windows have dropped to 0, give or take. The volume demands you now 10 gig, 40 gig, 100 gig. You've got to have compliance and auditability and complete security. It really is a struggle. It's putting them under a huge pressure to be able to address those issues. And so therefore, Gigamon has continued to produce and continue to extend the performance of our technologies to help address just those issues.
So none of these issues that we've talked about are going to go away. They're only going to continue to increase, as we've said. How does somebody like Gigamon keep pace with that? How do you react to the market needs?
Great question. So one of the ways is we've come out with the HD8, which is a terabit chassis. It's designed to go to 40 gig and 100 gig. Clearly, bandwidth is going to go that way. But at the same time, not just raw speeds and feeds, it's important, also a greater degree of intelligence in the switch. So GigaSmart, extending more and more capabilities to make it more and more intelligent rather than just faster and faster. And so we're extending in both the speed and the performance, the speed and the feed, but also inside the intelligence, the capacity, and the intellectual power inside the box and what it's able to do to help manipulate and intelligently flow and make sure that traffic goes from where it is to where you want it to get very intelligently.
Excellent, fantastic. We've been talking here right in San Jose in the TMC newsroom. I've been talking with Paul Hooper from Gigamon. Paul, again, congratulations on your new role at Gigamon, and thanks for joining me.
Thank you very much.